Hey friends, good morning. Welcome back to Beer and Beauty. So you may notice that right now I'm not wearing any makeup. The reason for that is because today's video is going to be a morning skincare routine video. So I was watching Hannah Louise posting this morning, and she was just posting a regular get ready with me video. And I figured I'd make one of those today too, because I'm getting ready for my sister's wedding this weekend, and this afternoon is going to be the rehearsal and the rehearsal dinner. So I figured I would get ready with you. I would get ready for that. And I thought that would be an interesting get ready with me video to do, just because I'm going to be trying out the look that I plan on wearing to the wedding. I'm going to be the maid of honor in the wedding, so my makeup's gonna get looked at a little bit. And I'm wearing like kind of a the colors of the wedding are red and white, so it's gonna be kind of a statement look. I'm gonna wear a big red lip and stuff, so I thought I'd share that with you guys. But first, as I was watching that Hannah video, she started off by showing you a little bit of her skincare routine, and I thought it would be a really quick and fun video just to show you my morning skincare routine. I don't think I have one of those on this channel yet, so I thought I would do one, and I could do it pretty quickly for you and have a video up tonight, hopefully. That's my goal, at least. I do believe that I do have a get unready with me video, but it's pretty old. It's like my nighttime skincare routine, so I figured it's time to make a daytime skincare routine. I think I'm going to be updating that nighttime skincare routine video soon too, so keep an eye out for that. Before we get into it, I have to introduce today's libation of the day, which is, just like the last video, is also a rosé. I'm drinking a lot of rosés right now because my local libation station, my libation location, the place where I like to buy my stuff, is having a month-long sale. It's like the rosé all day sale, so they have a bunch of rosés on sale, like 10 or 20% off, and this is one of them. I haven't tried this one yet. I just kind of picked it up the other day just because I saw their sale, and I have this channel where I review beauty and libations. It's Beer and Beauty after all. So wine that I'm drinking is it's from the winery Le Sangle, and it's from Côtes de Provence, 2018 rosé. So let's give it a try. I love Provençal's rosés, so I have high hopes. A very classic, delicious Provençal rosé. It's a little bit on the drier side, but not too dry. It doesn't have any sweetness like the last wine I had. It was a little bit sweeter than this, more of a beach drinking wine. And let me see how much of a percentage we have here. 11.5. Okay, so still a little bit less strong than most wines, but stronger than the last wine that I had in my last video. So cheers to that. Very delicious. So let's go ahead and start my little skincare routine video. So I don't know if you can tell, but I am wearing a mask right now. So I'm starting off this skincare routine, I guess, with a mask. I usually don't wear masks in the morning, but because this is kind of a special occasion, I've been kind of upping my skincare routine a little bit, making it a little bit more involved and a little bit more consistent. The last couple days, just in preparation for this wedding, I've been doing a lot more masks. Usually I only do masks at night, but now I'm doing them in the morning as well. And the mask I'm wearing right now, here it is, found it. So this is the Fresh Vitamin Nectar Vibrancy Boosting Mask. So it looks like this. This is just like a little mini that I got. I think I got it in like a little Christmas little kit. It looks like this. This is a really lovely vibrancy boosting mask. It has vitamin C and a lot of other citrus ingredients. It definitely feels like there's like little bits of orange peel. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like little bits of orange peel and citrus peel all up in it. I got my hair like pinned out of the way, sort of, but it's still kind of getting sticky and getting into it. As you can see, I'm almost out of this mask. I do rather enjoy it, and I kind of do try to save it for special occasions, because I feel like it's a pretty effective vibrancy adding ingredient, and I feel like my skin has been looking really pretty lately because I've been using lots of vitamin C rich products. Like my cleanser has vitamin C, which I'm about to show you. This has vitamin C. My night oils have vitamin C, and of course my serums. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that in a second with you, but first I gotta wash this little face mask off. I feel like I've left it on for a good 10 minutes now. So yeah, that is the Vitamin Nectar Vibrancy Boosting Mask from Fresh. I guess before I move on, I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about my hair. As you can see, my hair is a little bit wet because I just showered. And I do have a little bit of a routine for my hair after I shower. And in this particular case, what I put into my hair is I put some of this Nioxin Intensive Booster treatment. It's supposed to, like, it's a hair booster. It's supposed to help your hair grow thicker and longer. I don't know how effective it is. Even, actually, I noticed that my hair is, like, got a little bit of length, which is something that I've been working on for a long time. Like, I haven't been able to get my hair very long for a while. And over the longest time, it was like this long, and I feel like, yeah, it looks like it's grown a good 2 inches since I started using Nioxin. I mean, of course, I've been using Nioxin for like over a year now at this point. Has it been over a year? No, it hasn't been quite a year, but I definitely feel like it's growing. It's not a miraculous difference, but I feel like it's happening in a way that hasn't actually happened before. I tried to make it happen. And another thing that I put in after I put in the booster is I put in this scalp and hair treatment from Nioxin. This is the number 6 Color Safe. It's the moisturizing kind. I used up one of these before. I can't really tell if it makes a difference, but I'm gonna use up this whole bottle and see how much longer my hair is after it's all done, because I'm also using the Nioxin shampoo and conditioner. I don't use it very consistently just because I really love my Briogeo hair products, and occasionally when I'm traveling I don't take my Nioxin with me, so there's that. And then lastly, I put in a little bit, like a pea-sized amount of Moroccan oil, just like the traditional Moroccan oil from the Moroccan Oil brand. And I put it all up in my hair, all over, and that's where I'm at for hair. So let me go ahead and wash off this mask, and I'll be right back with my next steps. Okay, so that mask is all rinsed off now, and I feel like my skin does look much more like vibrant and just kind of pretty. I used this cleanser to kind of wash it off with today. I've been really enjoying this cleanser. I'm really surprised. I actually got it for free as like a little sample inside of an Ulta order. This is the Garnier Skin Active Clearly Brighter Cleanser. It has argan nut and it's a gentle exfoliating cleanser now. And it's got a little bit of vitamin C in it, which I feel like adds to the brightening effect of it. I feel like this is a really nice cleanser out of the drugstore. I feel like my skin does look much prettier and like a little bit brighter when I use it. It does have some like nutty particles that are supposed to be like a gentle physical exfoliator, and I feel like it is, even though it's like nut particles, like nutshell particles, it is still pretty gentle, especially because the cleanser that it's suspended in is still viscous enough so that if you don't want to press the granules into your skin too hard, if you wanted to just kind of roll it over the surface of your face, you could do that. If you wanted to have a more intense physical exfoliation, you could press the granules in a little bit. But what I've been doing generally is kind of rolling it over the surface of my face without digging it in too much, and I feel like that makes it less abrasive. So that's what I've been able to use this almost every day lately. And for such a small tube, I think there's still quite a lot of product left. I feel like there's still this much product left, even though I've been using it pretty consistently since I came back from Cuba. I've been using this cleanser pretty consistently, and I feel like it's gonna last me a while still. And yeah, it's contributing to the brightness of my skin, which I like. But after all that cleansing, I do feel like my skin feels a little bit parched. Not too bad. It's not like Sahara Desert dry, but I do feel a little bit of dryness. So let's go ahead and continue with the rest of the skincare routine. First thing we need to do is tone. So I have this toner from Brush Beauty Balm. It's the Pomona Facial Toner. I got this at IMATS, and I've been kind of going through it pretty quickly. But I have been really enjoying this toner. Smooth out the surface of my skin a little bit and adds that first layer of hydration that you need after cleansing. So it just kind of preps your skin. So I just put it onto a little Shiseido cotton pad and I just spread it all over. And like it feels immediately like just fresher. I'm trying to work on getting rid of my milia on my under eyes. I've learned a little bit recently about how milia is caused, so I'm kind of working on that. I'll talk a little bit more about that during my eye cream step. I even put it a little bit on my eyelids if I feel like it. But yeah, that's my toner that I did. Next up, I am going to use an essence. So the one that I've been using lately is this one from Caudalie. This is basically the only essence I have right now. But this is the Caudalie Vino Perfect essence. Looks like that. And what I do is I just kind of put a couple drops in my hand. It's just like a little water liquid, and I just press it. I smooth it all over and I press it into the skin. And what essence does is it's kind of like wetting the sponge that is your face. So if you ever try to put like soap into a dry sponge, it doesn't really absorb. What essence does is it kind of wettens the sponge of your face to make the other products that you put in afterwards absorb better. So that's kind of like my first layer. And then next up, I'll usually spray some sort of essence or toning mist. Today, because I'm kind of like loving the vitamin C right now, I'm going to use my Pixie Vitamin Wake Up Mist. It's got orange blossom and citrus extracts in it. I'm just going to spray that all over. Energizing facial water, I suppose. So this is going to add a little bit more moisture to my skin to help the rest of my products kind of absorb better. And because it does have a little bit of citrus products, it does have some brightening properties too. So next up is serum. So I've got my Drunk Elephant C Firma Day Serum. I've kind of been trying to use this up a little bit quicker because I can see that the color is beginning to turn. Like when you first buy this stuff, it is just yellow, but now I see that it's kind of turning darker. It's not brown yet. When it turns brown, that's when you know your vitamin C has gone bad and you have to just throw it away. But I feel like it's not too far gone yet. I have been trying to use this every day because this serum is very expensive and I don't want it to go brown before I use it all up. I feel like the bottle's like half empty now, or half full, however you want to look at life. But yeah, I just kind of smooth this all over my face. I kind of pat it in a little bit. I think I'm going to put some on my neck too. I've been trying to take a little bit more care of my neck lately because I am getting to be in my late 20s. Using the stuff on your neck is going to help you use it up fast enough before it goes bad. And your neck and your décolleté tend to show some of the first signs of aging. I'm trying not to neglect that area too. Stay youthful and pretty. And like I feel like immediately after putting that on, my skin looks even brighter and prettier, which I like. It's like it already felt so bright and pretty, but now it's even brighter and prettier. So that was my Drunk Elephant C Firma Day Serum, and that is what I use as my serum. It's really good at evening out skin tone, for brightening the skin, for adding a little bit of bounce and firmness, and preserving elastin and collagen in your skin, and just keeping, slowing down the process of aging. So I love this. I feel like it keeps my freckles under control. Like it keeps my freckles from getting too big and too all over the place. So I love this stuff. So I guess next up we're going to talk about eye cream. So the eye cream I've been using lately is this Caudalie Premier Cru eye cream. It comes in this tiny little tube. I got it in like a Sephora perk deal. I can't decide if I like this eye cream. I don't know. I feel like the eye creams that I've tried from Caudalie makes some seriously great skincare. But I don't know, like the eye cream's great, they're fine, but I don't know if it's like changing much. I've been trying not to put my eye cream too far. I kind of like put it underneath this part of the eye and along the bony areas of my eyes. But I'm trying not to put it in this area lately just because I do have a tiny bit of milia there. And I'm trying to see if I avoid putting eye cream in that area, if that milia can kind of clear up a little bit. It's hardly noticeable. I think even if I'm going this close to the camera, you still can't really see it. Even though you're not really supposed to put eye cream up here, I do because I have a tiny bit of a psoriasis patch right there that I'm trying to get cleared up. So I'm trying to keep that area moisturized. And yeah, I'm using the pads of my fingers here because they're apparently, the middle fingers are like the most gentle, so they're the best at putting on eye cream. Move it around gently and tap it in. Just trying to be gentle to that area because the skin around the eyes is very sensitive and delicate, and the more you pull that area, the quicker aging around the eyes can happen. And aging tends to happen around the eyes first. So be kind and gentle to that area. So next up is my moisturizer. So I don't always use a moisturizer that has SPF in it, but today I think I will because I've been using a lot of like exfoliating products. Like I've been using a lot of chemical exfoliators, AHAs and BHAs. So I want to protect my skin as it's kind of renewing its layers. The moisturizer I've been liking that has a little bit of SPF in it. Actually, it has a lot of bit of SPF. This is a good amount of SPF for a moisturizer, but this is the Lancome Benergie Lift Multi-Action Ultra Sunscreen Broad Spectrum 30 SPF. This moisturizer really is kind of surprising because you can kind of tell just by looking at it that it's a sunscreen-rich moisturizer. But it still absorbs in the skin really nicely. It doesn't really leave a white cast, as you can see. And it feels pretty nourishing too. I feel like it's got really nice moisturizing ingredients. Well, actually, I never really looked into what kind of ingredients there is for moisturizing in there. All I know is I've been liking this on the days where I'd like to wear a little sunscreen. It's actually one of my more preferred moisturizers. You know, it might be too soon to tell because I've just kind of gotten this moisturizer, but it could be my favorite moisturizer that has sunscreen in it. Or my favorite sunscreen for the face. Like I've tried the Drunk Elephant one. I don't really like it as much. I don't know. But yeah, this is really nice. I don't always use this as my daytime. There's lots of like different moisturizers that I've been trying to like get through and use up. This is the one I've been using to kind of protect my skin from the sun. So I got one last step that I like to do as part of my morning skincare routine, and I'm going to use this Fresh Sugar Lip Polish just to kind of exfoliate my lips a little bit. It's, you know, my lips tend to get chapped any time of the year, so I just scoop a little bit out and rub it in. I have a bad habit of peeling off my lip skins, so I'm trying to get into the habit of using this like exfoliator on my lips a little bit more so I can have smoother lips that don't have like little dry bits that I'm tempted to peel at. You know what I mean? Because it's not good to irritate your lips like that. I understand that. It's a nervous tick, man, and you can't talk people out of their nervous ticks. What can I say? Rub that all over, and I kind of leave it on for a little while as like my moisturizer, and then I move on to do the rest of my makeup, basically. So that is it, guys. That is my morning skincare routine, or it is on this particular morning. I kind of switch it up a lot, but most of the products I showed you are products that I kind of use a lot. And lately I've been trying to do a very full skincare routine, one that has, you know, a double cleanse, maybe a mask, toner, an essence, a mist, a serum, a moisturizer, sometimes even an oil, but today I'm not going to do an oil, especially because my sunscreen is kind of pretty oily, so my skin's pretty protected now, and I feel like it looks really pretty. I've been like going out barefaced a lot lately. I feel like my skin's like in really good shape. I think my bags are looking a little bit baggy, but that's okay. I'm about to put on some makeup on top of it anyway. So check out my next video coming up to see the makeup look that I'm about to put together. And I hope you really enjoyed watching this. I hope you learned something. I hope it's taken me a long time to kind of figure out how to put together a skincare routine that I like. I realize that I might be doing some things wrong, so feel free to let me know in the comments if I have something out of the order. You know, should I do the mist before my essence, or is the mist the very last thing I do? I don't even know. Yeah, I hope you really liked watching. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. I really enjoyed hanging out with you, and I'll catch you in the next one, I suppose. Thanks for watching so much, guys, and until the next one, cheers. Bye!